Hi everyone, today we're going to look into this keyboard control animated player at once. Last week we have done with the basics, and then some of the students, they are looking for an advanced animated. So I have to do another tutorial to show you some of the concepts. So let's green flag and see what you will get in this tutorial. So when your character is not moving, right, you can see your character is like drifting. It is like big, small, big, small, big, small. And then the others is like when you're running, it will be like very smooth compared to the basic coding. The basic coding is not as smooth as this advanced coding because the basic is controlled by the command wait 0.1 second under the control tab. So today we're going to refine the basic coding and make it a little bit advanced. So now let's start the tutorial now. And we're going to open a new file. Okay, now we will start from a new file. Every time we're going to click on this first right to make sure that you are working on this file. And then, of course, with the same process, we're going to draw our costumes. Last time for the basic costume, we have 5 of them, but for the advanced, at least you got to have 6 of them. So now let's start with the first costume, and we're going to delete this cat. Control A, and with delete buttons, and then change the file name to number 1. Okay, now we can start to draw the first characters. As simple as that. Click on the circle button and you can drag a ellipse. And make the ellipse at the center of the drawing board. Click on the reshape buttons. And we will reshape click on the top point and drag the end of this line. Make a head shift. And then for this one, body size. Okay. And then click on the fill, drag it to the right to make it red color, and go to the outline. You can put 10. After you have got this circle for the body and head, right? Same thing, go to the circle and draw a Google for the Among Us. Click on the reshape button, click on the top point and drag it like the Google. Click on the down point and drag it to the left and make a Google, something like this. And then click on the select button and go to the fill and change it to blue color. This the first layer, the dark blue. Okay, after you have this Grover, right, click the circle again, make another ellipse, and then take out the outline and put a light blue. Like this. And then move to light blue. Top. You may change the size, reshape the size a little bit, like this. Okay, and then take another one. We're gonna make one more layer with white color. Okay, and then change it to white. Okay, now we have an Among Us in such a shape. Not nice. Okay, next. You got to draw the back for him. Go to the circle again, just drag another ellipse and reshape the ellipse to looks like back size. Back. Okay. And then park it next to the body and use the back button and send to the back. Now you have a back for the Among Us already like this. Okay, next you're going to draw the leg. Okay, so make the thing simple like the basic. Click on the brush, yeah, and then you see the dot is small. We change the dot size to a bigger dot size. We put 80. Draw a leg like this and another leg like this. So you have two legs. Click on the both legs and then make a outline for him with a 10. Click this leg and change it to a little bit dark red and move to the back. Now we're going to arrange a little bit to look like he's standing very nicely. Okay, so now you have the first picture of the Among Us done. So lastly, we got to put in the shadow. We give him a shadow, change it to black color, send it to back. So now you have a first Among Us costume for the standing posture. Okay, then click on the second costume. We got to throw away the cat. Yeah, let's duplicate the first costume to make there's two Among Us same. But this time we got to select the body and group it. This leg, send it back to the front. Yeah, for this second costume we got to slightly make the body a little bit bigger because we want to make the animations for this Among Us to like breathing. So you got to make it a little bit bigger, not very big, but bigger. Yeah, so when you click on the both picture, you'll see it is like breathing. Okay, so now you have done with the first two costumes. We'll continue the third costume, start with the running posture, the first running posture. So we were going to take the number 2, costume number 2, right click and duplicate. So now you have a number 3 here. So this time we'll throw away the leg. Both legs we're going to throw away and then take the brush again. We're going to draw the leg for him. This is the front leg. Okay. So now this leg we have to put it in like red, and then both the leg we will give him a 10 outline. Okay, we send this leg to the back and just slightly arrange the like this. Slightly arrange it a little bit. Okay, after we arrange, highlight the whole thing and move it taller, higher, so that when it runs like it is juggling up and down. Okay, now you have the third costume done. So we will take the first costume, duplicate and drag it to the bottom. This time we're going to draw the leg in such a way. Click the brush button. And then this leg with this and this could have an outline, then we will send this dark one to behind and the shadow to back, something like this. Okay, see, they are like running. Okay, next I'm going to take the costume number 3 and you duplicate and drag it down. I'm going to delete these 2 legs and redraw the leg again. Like this. So this is like a bright red, this is a dark red. And then we put it with the hand. We stand to the back. We put here. Yes. This we stand to the back. Okay, the last one, you take the costume number 4 and you duplicate and drag it to the bottom. And we change these 2 legs to another posture. Okay, so this is a light red and this is a dark red. And then we give number 10 outline and we send this back. It's a little bit forward. This is like this. Okay, now you have 6 pictures already. And it is like running. And the first and 2 is like for drifting. 3, 4, 5, 6 is running. Okay, now we have all the costumes settled. So we got to start this advanced coding, right? We got to have the variable. So first of all, we visit the variable. Yeah, we got to make 4 variables for this costume. Okay, first of all, we type stand. And then make another one, same for this sprite only. Stand a costume. And then we have another variable for same for this sprite only with a name called run. And the last one for this sprite only is the run per costume. Okay, after you have all the 4 variables set up, you will see them on the display screen here. Okay, now we will start to do the coding. Let's go to the event, pick up the green flag, and then go to the move, go to 0, 0, and then go to the loop. We have to set the size of the character, and this time we put it to 30. And the green flag, okay, 30 is nice. Okay, and then we got to go to the variable. We got to set the variable for the stand, it's 0. Set another variable, stand per costume to number 4. Next, set to run 0. Set the last variable run per costume is 4. Yeah, after you have done all this, right, the next thing that we're going to do is to build the operations, the control buttons for your Among Us character. So go to the control, make a forever loop, Okay, this time we are not going to build all the command inside the forever as per the basic programming. So we got to learn to use call functions. So everyone click on the my block and make a block. This time you put an action. Type an actions there. Click OK. So after you have functions, right? You have a block pink color coming out here. Put it aside and click on my block, take out the actions and put inside. Now we can dump all the programming under this block instead of putting it to be more complicated. So now we start with this new block here. First of all, we want to build the right button. Click on the control, put in the if, and then go to the sensing. Take out the key space press and change it to the right button. Now you have a right arrow. Next thing you got to put inside, you got to put the point in direction 90 degree. Okay, about this point in direction 90 degree, we already covered it in the basic. So before you can start the continue programming, you got to click here to change to this left and right button. Okay, next, go to the motions and pick up the change X. Put change X by 10. Okay, you will see we are not going to put the next costume inside this if loop because it will affect your processing. So you make your character run not as smooth as possible. So we will build the animations in other core functions. Okay, but you can still test with your programming. When you click on the green flag, you'll see your characters moving to the right, but without animations this time. So you will find that it moves very smooth. See? Okay. Next, let's continue to build the right button. First, you got to complete all the buttons before we start the costume, the animation. So we continue with the left button. Take out the if. Go to the sensing. Take out the key space press. And we change it to the left arrow. And this time, go to the motion, take out the point direction and change it to -90, pointing to the left. And go down and take out the change X by, okay, if let's say you're going to the left hand side, we got to put -10. Yeah, going to the right hand side, right arrow is followed with the change X by +10. Left arrow followed by change X by -10. Yeah, this is the vector. Going to the right hand side is positive, plus going to the left hand side is minus. Okay, now you test again with your programming and your green flags. You'll see that your character can move to the left already, but still without the animations. Okay, doesn't matter, we can continue. Now we take out the if again to build the up buttons. Click on the sensing, take out the key space press for the up arrow. This time go to the motions. No need to put in the point in directions, we just need to put in the change Y by +10. When your character is moving up, yeah, it got to be change Y by 10. Next, click on the if again. This time we're going to build the down arrow. Click on the sensing, take out the key space press and change the space to down arrow. Go to the motion again and take out the change Y. Okay, for going down you got to put -10. So now let's test all these 4 buttons, and when you green flash you will see right okay, left okay, up okay, down okay. Just that it is without the it is very smooth. Yeah, just that it is without the animations of the character. Okay, now we're going to start to build the animations. We're going to code the animations for this character. So for this character, they have two animations. One is the running posture, one is the standing breathing posture. So we got to set in the conditions for these two state of the character. For the standing breathing, right, that means no button is pressed, so it is standing there. So now let's make the standing posture first. So to fulfill this clause, we got to go to the control and take out the if, and then we'll go to the operator and take out the and. Yeah, we got to make sure all four buttons is not pressed. Then this character will be standing there and breathe. Not, and not, and not. Next, go to sensing, fill in all the buttons, space change to the up, and put it down, and change to right, and change to left. And then all these not right, you're going to put it into the end clause here, all the diamond. You're going to fill out all the diamond, and we put this inside the if block. So now you have a very long if block, and this if block is talking about when you do not press all this key. So what should they do? So we got to start the counter. We go to the variable set, because this is a standing, so we got to set the standing. No, not set, sorry. It's a change the stand with the formula. Put in the divide, put 1, and then put in the stand per costume. Next thing, we got to make sure it is not running, so we set the run to 0. Yeah, these two counter is to make sure the state, which state your character is in, so that we can set the animations accordingly. So you put inside now. So now let's test this counter first. So when you have a green flag, you see, when you are not pressing the up, down, left, right button, right? You see your standing variable is changing. One more time, and make the screen big. When you green flag, you see it start running. When it is standing, the counter start running. Means that this is the standing posture. So now to make it to make the animation work, you got to go to my block and make another call function called animations, and tick here, and OK. So now you have another define block come out. Okay, under this define block, you just go to the control and put in the if. Go to the operators, and take the bigger, and change the 50 to 0, and go to the variable, put in the stand. If stand bigger than 0, then you go to the loop, put in a switch costume, and we're going to put in the formula here. Click on the operators again, scroll down, take out the absolute off, and change absolute to floor. Then scroll up, put in a plus operator, then put a mode operator. So for this floor, since your standing costume number 1 is the standing costume, so we put number 1 here. This is about standing, so we go to the variable, plug in the standing over here, and count how many costumes you have for standing. There is 2 costumes. So put the number Then after that, we go to the My Costume, put in the animations here. At the last line of the action block. So you see action block. Okay, now start being flat. You see now your character is splitting. It's moving big and small, like drifting big and small, big and small. Okay, next we're going to build the last actions for the character, which is running posture. Okay, we bring this down first and we take this out. So for a running posture, we'll just go to the control and put in the if here. Okay, so for the running posture means that you either press any button of the up, down, left, right. So you got to have an operator called OR. And then you just fill up the OR button with this keyboard. Left, right, up, down, and then you put these clauses inside here. So when it is running right, so the counter for the variable got to be change the run by a division of costume, run per costume. Next, we got to make sure the standing is off, and then we put back the animations core function block there. Lastly, we go to the define block for the animations, go to control, take out the if, and go to the operator, put in the greater than, change the 50 to 0. Since this is the running, go to variable, take out the run, and go to the loop, take out the switch costume. Now I'm going to put in the formula like before. Go to the operator, scroll down, take out the absolute and change to floor. Scroll up, put in the plus, and put in the mode block. Yeah, so floor of the first picture of the running costume is number 3. So we're going to put the number 3 here. Since this is a running, so put the run here and get to count how many costumes for the run posture. 1, 2, 3, 4 is a 4. So you just put in the 4 here. Now your program is done. Yeah, a little bit lengthy than the basic. Now we test it out with the character. With green flags. You see, enlarge the display. You see your character is breathing. When I press right, he's running, and I stop, he's breathing. Go to the left and up, down. Yeah, it is very smooth. Okay, same. To make the whole thing nice, like what we see in the beginning, so we can put the background for this project. Go to the backdrop. Go to the choose a backdrop. Click on the scoop, and we can take the baseball one. Next, go back to the sprite. Go to the variable, and you can untick all the variable. Yeah, you see, you have your project done. Green flag, and your Among Us can run around inside the field. I hope that you like this project, and now your character is refined. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next tutorial. Bye bye.